what the Lord spoke about the stealing of people's money by the corporate America. All of them, we have seen it in the news. But before, it was like a joke. And those that say he is a prophet of doom, there is no truth to it. Thank God in this administration, the inflation, but the Lord warned about inflation years ahead. They denied it. And the last administration says it's not true until it ran out of control. Now God is for the fact that in this administration, they're putting and making some changes. And more committed to those changes. The hand of the Lord is still lifting us up as a nation. And those that believe that God may bless them. Beware. Beware. Beware of God. Beware of God and his power and might. Beware of his word. Nnamdi Kanu in Nigeria should be released. Nnamdi Kanu in Nigeria should be released. The Nigerian government, you are going too far. This is a prophecy and a warning to you. If you have ears, you hear of all the atrocities that you have committed in that country and people that you have killed. The God has not struck you. But God has struck those who support you. Like the prophecy that was given from this altar against Queen Elizabeth. We know that it came to pass. The prophecy that was given here against the prince who is suffering an incurable disease, we know that it came to pass. For the king Charles is sick, suffering an incurable disease, and was also threatening, was told that his lineage of inheritance will be threatened, and it was threatened because the queen, also the current princess, the wife of Prince Williams, is also having an incurable disease. Was a warning, the Lord said, for you to know that your power is nothing to him. You all hear from me for quite some time now, for years, and you all know whether the word of the Lord that came from him came to pass or not. But we were always the first to give it to you, because there are a lot of people who now come after the message was delivered, you hear them begin to shout and talk about prophecy as if they receive it. But we are not here to fight as long as they are also professing what God had already prophesied is allowed, because we knew that even when they were telling Elijah, do you know that the Lord is about to take your master? That prophecy was already given, and the rest of the prophets were towing the line. So we tell you things ahead. Nigeria, if you don't take time, if you continue on this path, you will hear from the Lord. Remember the prophecy that was given about Nigeria years and years ago. Even when the deadline was set, I believe it was 2023, what was going to happen, after which you are in for trouble. Have you seen those things happening? Every nation and every leader that sat with you in that connivance, the Lord took them out. There are too many for me to list. In my previous sermons, I've listed them, for the Lord had called them out then. From the president of the UAE that died, to the one that was removed in Pakistan, and all the one that was removed in Korea, and all these other places. The Lord spoke these things ahead of time for your entanglement. Even the war Israel is fighting today, the Lord spoke the day they met with the president of Nigeria or Nigerian government. What did you go there to do? Did you not hear the warning? The warning that was given to Russia before even they started the war. Because they met with the Nigerian government. They were challenging God. They did not learn a lesson from Pharaoh. That the Lord is showing you that he controls the universe. And why he may have ignored you for so long, for thousands of years, that now you have gone too far, he will teach you a lesson. That was warned in my letter to Obama before he got out of power. Make sure. And Pope Francis then, these are the problems that the Lord wants you to change. The things that is making him. And if you don't, you are going to experience him judging you and holding you all accounted. I can't count the number of people the Lord has already taken out for the same reason. So you must know today, I speak not of my power. Neither do I speak of things of my own, like you do. But I am speaking the word of the Lord. Nigeria, if you don't change your ways, very soon, you will hear the sound of war. And you will see. Remember the prophecy there? Maybe you have forgotten it. This warning was given in 2014. From electing President Buhari, the Lord said, don't do that. You refuse. The history have shown what he has done and what happened. And the Lord warned, if you don't change your ways, it doesn't matter the number of pastors you produce and number of people that go to church, for they don't even know who God is. Idolaters. People that call themselves, they are thieves. Like Christ described in John 10. They jumped the fence in order to come in pretending to be shepherds. Those God called, he called. A lot of people are heading around the world, even the pastors in America, and the way they classified me reminds me and actually made me happy. They saw me the way the Jews saw Jesus Christ, or possessed by the spirit of Beelzebub, whatever that name is. Now I'm talking to them at that time, so they could have all kinds of names. He wouldn't have been operating with the power of God. I never had a pastor or a man of God like this before. But the Lord have always spoken the truth to the world, to principalities and power. That's why he sent me to minister to the powers and render their power powerless, and render them useless where they become and act like God, like the Lord had done to the past presidents. The last election we told you, the Lord said you will lose. There's no repentance for the Democratic Party. You have not changed yet. And you are hoping to wait for 3.5 years so that you can come to undo what Trump has done. You hear what the Lord said, and it's not the first time I said it.